This is Andy with QualityStocks. Today is Monday, May 16, 2011, and today we're going to take a look at Oxygen Biotherapeutics. This is a NASDAQ capital market stock, trading a ticker OXBT. Pretty solid downtrend the stock's been in. You can see a couple different times it tried to make a move. Very nice one through here from $1.89 all the way up to $2.75. Came back down, held that support level again. Third time wasn't the charm. It fell through. It made a nice move on Friday. We're going to keep an eye on this today and see if it's going to hold above the 50-day and try and continue the move and put this long upper shadow behind it. See real quick, right through here would have been a great time for this stock to try and make a move, technically speaking. Strong uptrend back towards zero, nice channel. Tried real hard to make the move. 4 straight days it gapped up, but didn't have the strength to hold. Closed lower than it opened. As I mentioned, finally gave way to the support, trying to make the move again. On a longer term perspective, you can see though, still making higher lows, still a positive divergence, the MACD trending towards zero, so it's still something to keep an eye on. Almost identical PPO. There's the ADX getting down around 10. We mention all the time, look for reversals when it bounces off of that 10 area. Very few times does it want to dip below. Plenty of room for the ADX to move into trend mode, break out of this trading pattern. MFIs, short term, very nice uptrend. A little bit longer term, also trending upward, holding over top of 50. Of course, is bull chart territory. The indicators are trying to get into position for this to continue. Of course, we're going to tie in with the support and resistance levels. I'm not a big fan of the accumulation distribution trending downward. You can see for 9 straight months trending downward. What I'll look for now is for this base to be held, show some buying pressure coming back into this play, not make a new lower low, start to trend upward. Similarly, you can see that Jake and Money Flow spent most of its time down here in negative territory. Long-term scale, though, pretty nice uptrend, trying to work its way towards zero. Even in the more near term, again, trending back towards zero. Going to need to hold this point and try and make a break and get back up on the positive side of things. CCI, per definition, that's a buy signal with the breakthrough 100. Once again, the stock is just giving hints of trying to make a move. Indicators keep setting themselves up. It keeps falling through. That's why it's going to be critical to pay attention to the candles. Because as you can see, things are trying to turn bullish with the indicators. Full stow holding over top of 50 at this point. Tricks, much like the MACD, also trying to make higher lows in the long term. Look for the continuation and the break of zero. RSI is going along with everything else. Just a nice look to them. Uptrend, still pretty close together. All three breaking through 50. Bullish look. Now, of course, part of this bullish look has come from the fact it's held this $1.70 support level. Broke through $2, although it didn't hold. It made a pretty nice climb last week. There'll be a few different things we're really going to look for in this chart. Of course, on any big pullback, I want to see if it wants to hold that $1.70 support level again. In the more near term, I want to see if it's going to hold over $1.90. You can see this $1.85, 87, 89, 88. Was a strong support level back here in the end of 2010, the beginning part of 2011. Of course, that's over top of the 50-day moving average as well. The little dip yesterday, there's no gap that's left unfilled. So it becomes pretty important for this chart to try and hold this old support level again. Continue to try and push north. So that's where I'm having my eye on the 2 areas of support. From a resistance standpoint, definitely meets a little right there, right where it hit. Got knocked back down. You can see 205 before, 206 right in through here. That's the point it really tried to break through. It just could not muster the strength, kept pulling back down. So 205 is going to be a pretty tough area for it, but probably not as tough as this 220 area. Going to tie in with the 200-day moving average. That was the point that it kept getting knocked down in February and March. Going to be a very tough spot for it. You see volume picked up quite a bit on Friday. 141,000 shares traded. It's quite a bit for this stock. I didn't check the share structure. I'm assuming, judging by the volume, this must be relatively low float or low outstanding shares. When a chart makes a gap up like this one did, pushes through the 50-day moving average, and it's all done at increased volume, it's certainly one worth putting on the radar to see what it's going to do today. And that's exactly why it's hitting the watch list. So watch for those key areas that I mentioned. Let's see if these indicators are going to play themselves through this time, or if it's going to come back down and fall through like it's done in the past. But all in all, a pretty nice look to the OXBT chart. As always, merely my interpretation of the Oxygen Biotherapeutics chart. This is Andy with QualityStocks. Thank you for watching and trade smart.